So just like to say a few words on what I call leaning into feeling. It's an expression I got from David Deida years ago when I read one of his books. The sense of leaning into the experience of what is actually happening, as opposed to leaning away or disassociating, abstracting, going up and out into imagination or thought. So this sensation of grounding down into the body by leaning into what is actually happening in the present moment, in real time. Not imaginary time, past, future time, in actual the space of now. So simply just take a breath right now. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, and just tracking the sensations. It comes in through the nose, out through the mouth. As you're breathing like this, just start to notice if you're feeling anything, and anything rises in your system as you're breathing into the sensation. So that's one way into leaning into the feeling. You breathe into the sensation first, and you start to notice what you're feeling in correspondence with this. And just allow it to be what it is, and just breathe with it, be with it, give spaciousness to it, and surround it with your awareness, with your presence. And this deepens our connection to feeling, sensation, embodiment, our state of aliveness, and engages us in the present moment. If you observe, so often our fears are based on past worries or future concerns, anxieties for the future, and we're caught in this trap, this time-bound trap between here and there, without actually really being here. So that's the past here, the future there, and the actual real, present, embodied here-ness of our experience. So the simple feeling of breathing into sensation, and then like leaning in with your awareness, not physically leaning, but I mean leaning in with your state of presence, your focus, your acceptance, your allowing. Just whatever it is. It's just an experience before we rush up into the mind and name it and compare it and associate it with past experiences. What is happening is simply happening. And we get down into the sensation, we go beyond the arguments of rhetoric, semantics, language, beliefs, and all the things that divide us. As we start to get positional inside of what we believe is different about me, different about you. Sensation is universal, feeling is universal, and this is what I'm deeply interested in, passionate in, curious about, is the human experience globally, universally, and allowing yourself to just to drop into this again and again and again and again. Go beyond the religion, the creed, the politics, the mind, the story, the history, the past, the future, and all the stuff that divides us, because these are perceptual peculiarities which are peculiar to us. There's a relativity of reality. Each one of us perceives the world differently. So how could we ever come to solutions when we're looking at that enormous difference between us? We breathe into the sense of sameness. We're sharing the same breath, same capacity for sensation, for emotion, for feeling, for energy. And we get down to what is universally common between us. We connect. And the most important thing to start with is we connect to ourselves. And in our feeling of connection with ourselves, correspondingly we feel more connected and harmonious and peaceful with everything that surrounds us. So there is a huge truth that, begin in your own home, in your own heart, in your own body, before you try and fix and save and change the world. And if we all did this, we all come back to our own state of sensation, presence, leading into feelings. We would reorganize our nervous systems. We'd find more harmony. We'd find more deep, true, sustainable inner peace, which would naturally lead to outer peace, outer conscious communication, outer conscious connection with others, because you start to recognize the intrinsic unity that is between us. So embodied presence is hugely important for all of us human beings, because it allows us to ground into the present moment, and really we start to optimize our experience. So we immediately become the best version of ourselves as we allow ourselves to fully be present in the body. Very, very simple practice. Training yourself. Breathe into sensation and lean your focus, awareness, presence into feeling. Yeah. Okay, thanks for listening. Comment below. Let me know what you feel about this. Is this true for you? Is this a good form of healing and peace coming homeward back to ourselves? Okay, thanks for listening.